What is this November
There you
have
go.
for those people on the other side of the TV screen in store?
All kinds of goodies.
All kinds of heavy metal.
It's like a turkey dinner. We're setting the table.
So we are setting the table for November, and some of these prices are still attractive, and now's the time to do it because these UAW strikes, as I talked about in my previous commercials, are definitely going to be
Making an effect in our world.
You have no idea. So if you've been watching the news, you know that the United Auto Workers have been on strike. What does that mean? That means that production has been halted. Well, you may not feel it right this moment, but in the upcoming months, we're going to feel something like we did with COVID. So with inventory restricted, what's that do? That drives pricing up. So as we enter into that market, we're going to be up against it, right? And the consumer's going to be up against it. But right now, we've stocked up as much as possible. We have the inventory, we have the prices.
Staff, facilities, we've bolstered everything that we have.
That's it. So right now is the time. We're going to show you a little bit of a sprinkle of what we have. We have something for everybody in this show. Some of that heavy metal, if you're looking for that large full-size truck, maybe you're looking for that vehicle that's under $20,000, that foreign import with a few miles on it, but just in exceptional condition. We're going to have some of that for them too.
we are.
So stay tuned in 5, 4,
3,
2,
1. There you go.
Well, welcome to November, and no better way to open up November than one of these little snow bunnies right here.
Snow bunny.
You like that?
I like it. Snow bunny.
Tell
us about it.
It's not necessarily a bunny per se, but it sounded good.
It'll chase somebody.
Either way. 2021 Silverado 3/4 ton LTZ. Now, the LTZ, as we always talk about, is top of the food chain.
Upper trim level.
When it comes to that trim level. Not only is this an LTZ with the leather and all that good stuff, but this is a Carhartt package. So we talk about Carhartt, we talk about working middle class, right? Upper.
Nowadays, you see a lot of white collars wearing Carhartt.
You do.
You know what I mean?
It's
It's a brand. How old is it? 100 years probably?
100 years, so is Chevrolet. So both of these brands are over a century old, and they've come together to put this truck together. Now, this is the second one that I've seen. So a pretty unique one right there. When we saw that yellow pinstripe, we were bidding.
Well, what happened is our buyer, they neeked up on it. Sneak. Okay.
So he neeked up on this 2021 Silverado. We saw this one in the lane. We saw that yellow pinstripe. We saw that Carhartt badge right there. And we looked a little further. When we looked a little further, we saw the stitched seats with the Carhartt stitching in there. We saw that Cocachino, like that name?
I love Cocachino.
Black and Cocachino.
Is that a drink?
No, it's actually an interior. So that Cocachino leather's got that nice leather trim, so it's going to be unique to the Carhartt edition.
Yellow piping.
Right, not even piping. We're talking
Stitch.
no, we're
Top
talking
notch.
the real deal.
Quality.
So nice, two-tone pieces. Got that chocolate with the brown. So it's got a unique interior, right? So you got that two-tone right there. This one's got it all too. When you talk about camera, that was one of the biggest things with this truck that, based on my research that I saw it was pretty cool, was it's got a 360-degree camera. Okay? It's got 2 modes for trailer hookup as far as cameras. Okay? So if you're gonna be towing something, which this is gonna be able to do the trick because of the
Effortlessly.
Yep. So if you're gonna be towing something, this is gonna have all the eyes you need on that trailer hitch. It's gonna help you to back right up into it perfectly. Not gonna have to have a spotter out there. And this is, like I said, this is a truck to work with. But it's also a truck to show up to the dance with too.
2 words, Allison Duramax.
It is.
Duramax Allison.
So it's got the torque, it's got the horsepower, it's got all the goodies in the interior. It's gonna get whatever you need to put on the back of that thing around, okay? But it's also gonna take you look in the part when you gotta show up to the show too. So when
It's got the look.
right? When your husband or your wife is in the passenger side,
You're not giving the keys to the coworker on this one.
you definitely are not. So here's the best part about this one. 53,000 miles on it, right? So on a 21, she's got a little bit higher mileage. We call that an off clock.
But it's a diesel.
But it's a diesel, right? So we know the thing's gonna last forever. Not only that, but if we're gonna be 53,000 miles instead of 40, then it's gotta make sense when it comes to the price tag.
Dollars and cents.
Exactly. So when we look at our local market, you're typically gonna find these right in that mid-50s pocket. Now that's for an LTZ without the Carhartt. Okay, last night we had this thing priced up about a few $1,000s higher. So as I'm prepping this for the commercial, I wanted to give that bang, okay? I chopped it a few $1,000s and put it at $56,988. So $56,988 is gonna put this 2021 Carhartt Edition LTZ Chevy Silverado in your driveway. It's gonna put it on the front of your camper. It's gonna put it on the front of your, whatever you got going on the back, that boat in the summertime maybe, right? It's gonna, that skid steer you're hauling in the back to the job sites. It's gonna do it, and you're gonna do it in style too. So visit cleancarscheap.com or dial
315-633-7060 today.
Open 7 days a week. Here we go, Jimmy. Here's a 2016 Audi, right? And when we got into the beginning of this commercial, we talked about bringing some of that import action. That's gonna have a few miles on it, but here's the catch. Mileage to model year, right? That's the pedigree of a car. So we wanna know, exactly, right? So if somebody's 6 foot tall, they should weigh approximately X, right? So a 6 foot tall guy that's in great shape would weigh 190 pounds, right? So the same thing applies to a car. So a 2016 should have a certain amount of miles on it. Now, let's say the average buyer is going to be driving 15,000 a year right now, okay? 15,000 miles a year on a 2016, okay? 8 times 15 is what? 120. So 120,000 miles would be the average on this. This has 102. So this is probably somewhere around 15 to 18,000 miles less than the average of what you're going to find. So for the model year, it's got good mileage, but the price is matching too. So when we saw this car, it had a 4.8 condition report score.
And the highest can be
5.0, right? The score from a 0 to a 5.0, 5.0 being a pristine car, okay? You're not gonna see 16s out there in a 5.0, you just don't see that. But to see a 16 on a 4.8 like this one had, is like seeing It's like seeing a lunar eclipse, okay? You just don't see them.
seldom.
New car store trade. I mean, this thing is absolutely flawless. I mean, this car, interior-wise, just a super clean, well-kept car.
The walnut.
Perfect seats, right? Smells fresh.
I don't think the seats in the back have ever been sat in. There's not a
Exactly. And this one right here is the 3.0 V6. So you'll see these Audis a lot of times with the 2.0, right? Supercharged. So it's supercharged. You got the navigation, you got
that walnut finish.
You got it all, man. You got a fully loaded interior on this one. Again, your 20-inch wheels, great paint color, and like I said,
this is like a baller on a budget.
This is the baller on a budget car right here. Ding, 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 right? Baller on a budget car, and here's why. Take this 2016 A6 Premium. We know everyone likes the A6, right? People look at the A4s, the A3s, but they always want that A6.
Classy body.
Exactly. So $17,995 is going to put this in your driveway with 102,000 miles on it, which is, hey, this thing, like I said, it looks like it's got 40,000 miles. So if you want that vehicle, you want that luxury feel, you want that luxury drive, because you're going to leave here with a 6 month, 6,000 mile power.
It should be a $600 a month.
Can I finish the 6 month, 6,000 mile powertrain warranty? You're leaving with that on us. Maybe it's not this. Maybe you want something different. Maybe you say, you know what? I like this car, but I want something in white. I want something in black. I like the BMW. We got those too. Maybe you like a Mercedes-Benz. We got those too. We got it all. Bridgeland Auto Brokers, one of the largest independent dealerships in the Northeast. So you know we put it down in town.
We put it down in town.
That's right. So visit us at cleancarscheap.com or dial
315-633-7060 today.
Get into the store. You know, one of the dirty secrets in the automotive business is that most extended service plans are absolute garbage, and that's just being blunt. And you can see a lot of these commercials on TV that sell, just go over and over, and they'll have these celebrities in them pitching these warranties. And you know, even in dealerships, most of these third-party warranties that these dealers host are really for profitability. They're not built for the customer. They're built for profit. And you know, with us, with our Auto Shield warranty, with our 6 month, 6,000 mile powertrain that we're putting on most of our cars that are leaving our dealership, no cost to the customer. We definitely stand behind our cars when it comes to the coverage. You won't see a barrage of customers at our service desks unhappy with the coverage, that aren't getting the attention that they need, and not getting, frankly, what they paid for. So we do pride ourselves on the warranties that we offer in our dealerships. You won't find 3, 4, 5, or 6 different options like most places. We're gonna streamline that business to the people that we know take care of us and our customers. And when it comes to Bridgeland, and it comes to the quality of the products that you're gonna buy from us, not only with the car, I think we're second to none, and I put my reputation on that. Okay, now I wanted to give you a common sense buy right now. Here's a 2020 Honda Passport EXL. The EXL is gonna give you all the options. You got the leather, you got the roof, and you have all the technology. On the exterior, not too hard on the eyes either, because this is gonna have that modern gray metallic exterior with the matching wheels. So it's got the look, it's got all the equipment, and it's a full-size SUV. Now, let me give you the backstory on this one and why this is a common sense buy. This ranked #1 out of 16 vehicles within 150 miles of us. Now, we have technology available to us that takes several data points on all of the vehicles in our market, and it shows which one is the best deal based on mileage, based on a bunch of other factors. Now, this ranked #1. Now, why does it rank #1? First of all, I priced it right. Why did I price it right? Because it has a minor accident on it. So this has an accident on the Carfax. Now, you on the other side immediately, some of you guys might say, I don't want the car. Well, hear me out when I say this to you. The good news is a lot of the vehicles that you're gonna look at in your market have had an accident, but don't report to the Carfax. Now, what's that mean? That means that somebody took it to a shop that's probably not a certified, not gonna be one of those higher end body shops that don't report to Carfax. Had it done under the radar, paid cash for the repair, and a lot of times you'll never know that. It slips right by dealers, it slips right by the general public. But when it reports to Carfax, the good thing is that you know it's been brought back to factory specs for the most part, because these body shops have technology that brings these cars right back to original form, okay? So now the catch is, can I make it worth my while? Okay, and I think you can rank #1 at a price tag of $29,988 with 27,000 miles on it. So you want one that smells perfect on the inside, still smell that brand new leather? This still has that. You want that low mileage? This has the low mileage. You want that Honda quality? Here you go. Want the look? Want the interior options? Want the mileage? And the price tag? Priced aggressively at $29,988 or a payment of $464 a month. Now, that accident's gonna help take a few $1,000s off the vehicle now. Now keep in mind, 3 years from now, when it's trade time, okay, this vehicle is going to be older with more miles on it. Well, accident history at that point has a lower impact than it would today on the value of the car. So you're going to be able to save up front, and it's not going to affect you as much down the road. So I think overall this is a common sense buy and makes a lot of sense. Most dealerships won't be on the other side of this TV screen explaining things this transparently to you. I feel that this deal makes sense enough to get on TV and talk about it. So if this makes sense to you, maybe get online right now, maybe take a look at this. Maybe you got credit issues. Maybe you have a trade that you have some negative equity in. Maybe you've wanted one of these, but they just been a little bit outside of your reach. Well, this is gonna be a perfect opportunity to get into that nearly new, smelling, looking, feeling vehicle and put it in your driveway today. Visit us at cleancarsheet.com or dial 315-633-7060. Okay.
I already know.
What's that?
Let me get in it, Finnegan. I'll get it ready for you after the commercial.
Yeah, so this is gonna be my driver. As soon as we're done with this commercial, I'm gonna be switching out of my 2-year-old Ram.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna be getting into this one right here, but good news is I got another dozen coming behind it.
I know why. As soon as it pulled in that growl.
Well, here's the thing. So we got a 22 Ram 1500 Sport GT. And in 22, you couldn't even get the GT in the US.
First time I've ever seen it.
Right, so couldn't get the GT in the US. This is a Can-Am vehicle. So this has all of the manufacturer warranty on it too, with 11,000 miles. So you're gonna get the balance of all that. Now, take a look at what we got here for you. So what does the GT give you, right? GT is gonna give you a truck that your neighbor's not gonna have for sure. Now, he's gonna block the view real quick here.
Hold on, I just want to try those seats.
All right, so here's the thing. This has got those Ram TRX seats that you don't typically see in your normal Sport. It also has the full center console with a center console shifter, which is nice because you don't have it on the tree, right? And you don't have that little knob.
Yeah.
So this one's got a real shifter, just like you're gonna find that Ram TRX. So when you get in the interior of this, between the 12-inch screen, that big screen, center console shifter, the TRX seats, you'd swear you're sitting in a TRX. Now, if you listen to it run, you'll swear it's also a TRX. So this has got that growl, it's got that upgraded exhaust.
Can we start it?
Give it to him.
Got it.
Come on, give him a little taste.
Come on, come on.
That's it.
I had to do it.
Right, so that's what you don't typically get on a Sport that you get on that GT, okay? Now you get the 20-inch blacktop wheels with this as well.
Factory.
You got that Ram Sport hood on it. It's got the louvers on it.
Correct.
So, got an absolutely rare piece right here.
Yeah.
Take advantage of this 22 Ram 1500 GT Sport right here with only 11,000 miles on it.
I'm in town.
Right? You're not gonna find another one around like it because they really don't exist. We cornered the market on this one locally. So, $50,995. What's this truck new? 70 grand?
All of that.
All of 70,000, right? So you're gonna buy this truck at $51,000 with 11,000 miles, the balance of the factory warranty, and get a rare piece that you're not gonna see. Now, in my opinion, this is not the one you wanna lift and do all that stuff to. It's already got it going on. But that's your cup of tea. We can get that done for you too. We can make this into a real eyeball piece for you. Whatever you got, bring it in here because we're gonna trade you out of it, right? We're gonna take it, we're gonna put it against this truck, upgrade you, downgrade you, whatever you're looking for. Visit cleancarscheap.com or dial
315-633-7060.
We're gonna see you at the store. All right, Jimmy.
One of your favorite brands,
You know,
Rob?
I love that Infiniti. So here's a 2020 Infiniti QX60. Now, obviously we're talking luxury, right?
Signature.
This is a signature series as well. So we're talking luxury class with 10,000 miles on it, right? In imperial blue, so it's got that regal look to it. It also has a beautiful interior with your graphite pipe seats, ebony black leather. It's got all the technology in there. It's got your dark wood grain.
Got the hole in the roof.
It's got the roof, and it also has the third row seat, which is nice, right?
Dig it.
So here's why I like Infiniti. Here's why I think Infiniti is probably one of the most no-brainer options that you're going to find on our lots. Now, let's take, for example, a Chevy Traverse. Okay, a Chevy Traverse. We know that the domestic vehicles, meaning American-made, they tend to depreciate faster than your foreigns.
That's true.
Okay. Traditionally, you don't have the foreign quality, right? So when you get to 70, 80, 90,000 miles, you don't seem to hold together.
They're engineered differently for sure.
100%, perfect right there, the engineering. So not quite engineered like you're gonna find in some of these highline foreign vehicles. So price tag on this, a 2020 Infiniti QX60, full mid-size SUV with a third row seat, all the options in it. Priced out at $35,450. Now, think about it like this. If you were to take a Ford Explorer or a Chevy Traverse with leather and a roof and all the goodies, right? This year, this miles, you're gonna pay that money. And probably then some. So if you can get into an Infiniti, a luxury class vehicle that was probably $50,000 new, right? You try to hold that cough. That's okay. Cough, do your thing, we're human.
Thank you.
There you go. Cough. Whew. Right? One take Johnny over here because, listen, we're human beings, right? Like that transparency. They cough too over there. It's okay. We all cough, we fart, we do all those things, right?
Yeah.
We don't fart in the Infiniti though because this is a beautiful. You don't want to do that, right? Because it's a nice luxury car, good leather seats.
You do, but you call it flatulation.
When I'm
Flatulated, Mike.
When I'm alone, right? Also pick your nose when you're alone. You ever pick your nose in the car?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I kick. That's it.
10,000 miles is going to make this thing a no-brainer buy.
Right.
Okay, I'd rather take this than a domestic. Okay, because I like the quality of this. I like the fit and finish, and there's no question when you get in the inside of this, it's going to have a different feel than your average domestic vehicle.
Let me sprinkle a little bit of my experience. I sold Infinitis for 5 years out west, and we always had Mercedes buyers and BMW buyers. They were really attracted to this brand. And I always said, you know, it's a nice mix. It's a nice mix between the two brands because it does offer that luxury feel with the drivers. You know, the quality of
The BMW is for the driver.
the driver.
The Mercedes-Benz is for the class.
Yep.
Right. So this
Mix
gives
of the both.
That's right.
Thank you.
Right. So I personally have owned a few Infinitis, brand new ones that I've bought for myself throughout the years.
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't buy new cars. I'm a pre-owned car dealer. But I've actually gone, before I was a car dealer, I owned a couple brand new Infinitis, bought them right off the showroom floor. And I've always been partial to these vehicles. So love this one, love the price at $35,450. Hit them with a payment.
$549 a month.
So $549 a month is going to put this luxury vehicle in your driveway. Maybe you don't need a third row seat. Maybe you want something different. Okay? We got a couple of these, by the way, too. So we got a couple more in the pipeline coming right behind it. So take advantage of these buys before the prices go up, because we know this UAW strike is going to make predominantly, although this is not United Auto Workers, we get that. Okay? But when prices drive, everything goes with it. Everything goes with it. So take advantage of the buy right now. Visit cleancarscheap.com. Get on right now. We're open 7 days a week, Sundays from 10 to 3.
Yep.
We got a sales team available. We do business on a Sunday. When everybody else is sleeping, we're the only show in town.
So if you got a limited schedule, come on down and visit.
That's right. We'll see you at the store. All right, Jimmy.
Listen, I didn't think we sold new cars here.
Well, once in a while you get your hands on those. Surprisingly, you get your hands on these right now when you're about to run into a shortage of these.
Wow.
It's pretty rare. So here's a 2023, and we bought 3 of these. I got a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT.
With how many miles?
47 miles on it. This thing's brand new. Just took the plastic off the seats.
No joking.
No pun. No joking. So this 2023 F-150 XLT's got the big screen in it. It's got all the power options in it. Okay. It's got an absolutely beautiful redesigned interior. Okay. It's got that all aluminum body as well. One of those things. Right. It's one of those things we forget about. But with that all aluminum body, we're going to be rust free, right? So this has that 5-liter. It is the crew cab, and it's got all the options on it. With 47 miles on it, we made sure that we are priced thousands below dealers that have them. And there's not a
New car smell.
That's new car, exactly. New car smell, new car warranty. So you're gonna get all the factory warranty with this. That's right. So essentially you're buying a brand spanking new truck. I want to say this thing tops out at around almost $70,000 new.
Yeah.
Okay. Priced out at $55,988. We're absolutely blowing the competition away, and nobody has these with 47 miles on them.
Right.
There's a couple around with a few thousand miles, one with 10,000 miles. There's a few of those out there. And they're $3,000 more than mine with 47. So if you're looking for that brand new truck but don't want to pay brand new truck money, right now is the opportunity to get into one of these because I have 3 in stock and they're not going to last.
Brand new.
Brand spanking new.
Brand.
So with 47 miles on it, we're talking just tax and DMV at a payment, well,
$869 a month. You
Like
don't
that?
want to say it.
I don't
But
like
you know
talking
what?
about high payments.
But think about what you're saving. People that buy this, well, you're going to buy a brand new one, right?
Right.
Oh, I get to save 10,
Well, here's the
15,000.
other thing too. If they can look at the deferred acquisition financing, right? Which is essentially the balloon. When you look at that, it's not your 1980s balloon either.
Residual base financing.
Exactly. So this truck typically, when you get into this heavy metal, this is going to qualify well and probably shave somewhere around $100 a month off the payment. So we have options for that too. So why go out there and spend mid-50s on a 1 or a 2-year-old truck with 15 or 20,000 miles
here
on
comes
it
again.
when you can get it brand new? Take the brains, right? Leave them at home, because this is a no-brainer buy. This makes all the sense in the world. Get into clean cars. No, don't get into clean cars. That's our tag. Get into Bridgeland Auto Brokers. We are 585 State Route 31,
In Bridgeport, New York.
15 minutes from anywhere. We'll see you at the store. Here's a big body car, 2017 Cadillac CT6. Now, when we looked at comps, right, there's, I think, 26 of these throughout the whole US that are advertised online right now. So this is not a car you're gonna find a lot of. And
Of these particular?
Correct, the
engine and all?
CT6. Yeah, this isn't even hard to find online. We're doing research as far as trying to find information about it. I had a tough time with the CT6. Not as easy, not as accessible as a CTS or things like that, an ATS. So the 17 CT6 is in red passion, is the color on this.
I love
one.
the name.
So I love the color on this vehicle too. This reminds me of that Lincoln LS I had.
I bet you when the sun hits this, it comes alive because of the metallic base.
Yeah. So beautiful color right here, and all the comps, all the competing cars to this are in your black or your white. Okay, so you're not going to find this color. Now you're definitely not going to find the mileage either. So when we talk about mileage, model year, we're putting some good ones out there too.
We are very good.
Exactly. So here's a 17 with 27,000 miles on it. The average one in our market is going to be 60,000 miles. And when I say our market, I'm talking a lot of miles away from here because there's not a lot of market for this car. This is, again, going to be a tough one to find. But with 27,000 miles, you're comparing this against 60,000 mile vehicles priced, let's put it like this, a 60,000 mile CT6 with the 3.6 liter. So this is not the baby motor. This got the big motor in it.
The largest.
Okay? So it's gonna feel like a luxury car. When you get into something this big, you wanna have something behind that pedal so that it feels, right? It matches the size of the car. This is gonna give you that. And you're not gonna sacrifice fuel mileage for it either. So when you're looking at this car, 60,000 miles on average, they're priced out at $28,500. We got this car at $30,988.
Right.
So what are we talking? $2,500?
Yeah.
Right? $2,500 for 27,000 miles.
Right.
So look at it like this. Say that driver drives 15,000 miles a year. And they're gonna keep the car for 3 years. okay? They're gonna put 45,000 miles on it. If they bought a 60,000 mile car, it's gonna have 105,000 miles at that time, okay? Compared to this one, okay? Which at that time, 4056, it's gonna have low 70s on it, okay? Do you not think the vehicle with low 70s on it would be worth $2,500 more than the one with over 100,000? Of course it will. Probably $4,000 to $5,000, $6,000 difference.
Right now, you're at the beginning stages of the bell curve for this.
Right. So if you pay a little bit more now, you're going to get a 27,000 mile car. It's going to feel a lot different. It's going to feel like a newer car. It's going to drive like a newer car.
So in 2 or 3 years?
So in 2 or 3 years, you're going to get double your money back. So how does that not make sense? And that's the difference. That's the difference that we have here. That's how we buy strategically, right? Because we want to trade you out every 2 or 3 years. That's the game, guys. Right. That's how we win, right? Repeat business. That's it.
Back in it. Yep.
And you're able to trade up every 2 or 3 years. You're not running into situations where you have vehicles with 1 million miles on them that are nickel and diming you to death, become worth nothing. You get nothing for a tax credit in the next trade. There's a lot of factors there that you got to take into consideration.
Right.
So,
one thing I wanted to add, I'm not sure if we did, all-wheel drive.
That's right.
This is all-wheel drive.
You're right.
So right now, being in November,
yep.
Don't fret. You know, it's not rear-wheel drive, it's not front-wheel drive, it's all-wheel drive.
Right. So all-wheel drive with a V6, low mileage, got the right color, got all the options on it, and the numbers make sense. Put this in your driveway at
$467 a month.
$467 a month.
Actually,
go ahead.
It's actually $489 a month.
We're wrong there. Yes. $489. Excuse me. $489 a month, right? So put this one in your driveway, but if you're not a payment buyer, okay, and you're an equity buyer, it makes all the sense in the world. Visit cleancarscheap.com, visit hundreds of vehicles, get online right now, maybe get on that phone, maybe you're laying in bed watching this TV commercial, maybe it's the middle of the night, you can't get to sleep.
That'd be a good one.
That's it.
Wake up, look at this.
Get online, figure out what you like, go ahead and send that email, send that text, okay? And we got a virtual assistant that's gonna go ahead and it's gonna respond to you.
Riley.
Give you a little bit of attention. Riley's gonna go ahead and talk to you a little bit. And she's gonna set you up and get you with a human being in the morning. So, technology, right? We talked about that. Right?
AI, the dawn of AI.
That's right. So, get involved with us and put this bad boy in your driveway. We'll see you at the store. Ready?
Let's talk about this Audi, because it's a Q6, it's A6.
We all know a home builder with a big old broom stash, right? Well, he's a trusty kind of guy, isn't he? Well, why not trust a car dealer with one of those big mustaches? I'd like to be one of those guys that you trusted.
Fart in your Infiniti. Pick it up.
Welcome to the earth. All right, Jimmy, here's a, get that book? Get that, did you take care of that? Okay. Oh, listen.
Wait, are you ready?
Listen, yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen.
Look at it.
Listen.
Look at it.
Get the rubber ducks out right now, right?
Duck.
Duck.
Like quack quack.
Like a quack quack duck. Okay.
We waited. Here's the end of the show.